Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. How are you guys doing? Are you having a good day? If you're having a good day, hit that like button down below. But today we're going to talk about a lot of stuff that was revealed about the secret skin this season. We've got leaked information, the name of the skin, a bunch of interesting things in the battle pass, ties like all of these skins together, and things about the story. Just overall guys, this video is going to be a ton of fun and I really think you guys are going to enjoy it. Now before we get into it guys, today's video is sponsored by TheLlamaSir 9. TheLlamaSir 9 is a very easy to use, very intuitive video editor because it's designed for beginners. So if you're looking to start a YouTube channel or maybe want to post videos on Instagram and don't know much about editing, this is a great program to start out with. It's got tons of transitions. Like as you can see here, the warp transitions and stuff are really cool, but it's also got preset effects, like tons of effects. I mean, just look at all of these. On top of that, it's got titles, filters, and animated elements. You can even screen record with it. It's got tons of stuff. You simply drag and drop the effects and things into your video, and like for example, if you're making a montage like this right here, you can easily make some really cool stuff. I personally really like the shake effects. If you add them to like when you hit a shot, it really adds like some power to it. And on top of that guys, if you're looking for more effects, footage, music, you can also check out filmstocks.com. Looking through here, they have a lot of cool stuff that can really take your videos to the next level. But yeah, if you guys want to try out TheLlamaSir 9 for free, you can do so by clicking the link down below in the description. Again, if you're looking to start a YouTube channel and make some videos, it's a great program to start with, and thanks again to them for sponsoring this video. But getting back into it guys, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below if you are new to the channel, and without further ado, let's jump on into it. But anyways guys, let's get into it with the more specific stuff about this secret skin. Some new leaks that were found pointing towards some interesting info, and this first piece that I find very interesting is about his back bling. His or her, we don't exactly know if it's a male or a female skin quite yet, but we do know that it is for sure getting a back bling, and this is how you get the back bling. And also thanks to iFireMonkey on Twitter for posting about these challenges and stuff, but he was able to find something pretty interesting, and that is an extra challenge that is basically all it says is search the back bling hidden in the week 8 loading screen. So obviously that confirms that there is in fact a back bling. That isn't much of a surprise, but it's still something to keep in mind. There is for sure a back bling for this secret skin, and either way this gives you specifics of how to unlock that back bling, because obviously this challenge you cannot see it quite yet. It seems to be that this challenge is going to be unlocked after you collect all of the Fortnite letters and unlock the secret skin itself. Also with that guys, it's interesting that it's hidden in the week 8 loading screen, because that would also mean that it would be the same loading screen that you unlock the skin itself that the final E is located in, unless there's like some other way to get a letter earlier. So yeah, that's peculiar, but that is how you get the back bling itself. Now after that guys, let's start to talk about the skin, and first of all is like just a bit of a bonus. I do want to confirm that this image that they show us, the one with like the mystery character right there with the question mark, that is not a silhouette of the skin itself. They've been using this same exact image for like a bunch of seasons now, maybe since like season 7 or something like that I want to say. Either way, it's been a while, and that does not mean anything. It does not look like what the secret skin is going to look like this season. It's just a placeholder. But yeah, getting into it here with this next thing, which is probably our biggest clue, or one of the biggest clues that we have about this skin so far, and that seems to be the name for it, maybe a code name, but there's another challenge here that says do the thing wearing the Bane outfit. Yeah, very descriptive. So basically this seems like a bit of a placeholder, since the back bling challenge didn't say a specific name for challenges. It's obvious that these challenges are going to be updated closer to when you can actually unlock this skin. It wouldn't really make sense for them to add everything as of right now, so that's why they probably say simply do the thing wearing the Bane outfit. But that in and of itself is probably going to unlock a secret style for the skin, similar to how the scientist had a secret style that you could unlock. So yeah, but definitely the most interesting thing about that is the name. They specifically say the Bane outfit. That seems to be the name of this secret skin, and is definitely our biggest clue so far as to what this skin likely will be like. Now obviously when you think of Bane, you probably think Batman and the villain from one of the Dark Knight movies, I'm pretty sure. And we just had Gotham City in the game recently, so you know. No, it's more than likely not anything to do with Batman. So let's instead look at the definition for that word. If you look up Bane, that on like Google or like a dictionary, it says something along the lines of a cause of great distress or annoyance, which that right there seems to point towards this skin being a villain's type of skin. Obviously, a hero wouldn't cause a great amount of distress or annoyance. That would much more fit in line with it being a villain type skin. Again, a very big clue as to what this skin is going to be, because that then goes hand in hand with all of this alter ego stuff. Looking at all of the skins in the battle pass and things like that, we very clearly have two different sides here. I've shown you this before, but if you go through the battle pass skins, you have all of these different skins that are one skin versus another, or one style versus another style, and if you look at them closely, you can definitely see a trend of one side being the good guys and the other side being the bad guys. And there's a couple skins here that make that point very, very clear. The first of which is Ripley versus Sludge. On one hand, you have Ripley, which is blue, a fairly friendly color, and obviously he's smiling, he's happy, and stuff like that. Then on the other hand, you have Sludge, where his face is angry. He's red, which is more of an intimidating color, very much more like a villain, and then Ripley is more of like a hero type thing. And again, they're versed against each other. And then the other skin that is very clear, like a villain versus a hero, is Remedy versus Toxin. On one hand, you have Remedy, which is the character that obviously is all about healing players. And then on the other hand, you have Toxin, which seems to be definitely more of a villain skin. Like, she's carrying vials of poison, it seems to be, which is very much the opposite of healing stuff. Also, the names Remedy versus Toxin, those are two very different things, but pretty clear that they go against each other, right? So again, it very much seems like this secret skin, this Bane outfit, is going to be on the villain side of things. And guys, there's another thing here that confirms that even more. So basically, if you go back into the alter ego challenges, and you can see this in game right now, you simply go in there and take a look at all of the styles you can unlock on the side. Every single one of these styles is not one of the good guys, but instead one of the villains. As I already talked about, Sludge is there and also Toxin is there, but also all of the other ones that would seem to be on the villain side. Very, very interesting for sure. So that again is just even more confirmation that Bane is going to be on this side instead. He's not going to be a good guy, he's instead going to be a villain, which obviously is going to influence his design quite a bit. He's going to look like a villain, if that makes sense. And don't worry guys, I have an idea of what this skin could look like coming up here in just a second. But before we get into that, first of all, there's another clue that points towards what this skin will look like more than likely. If you guys saw my previous video on the secret skin this season, that was mainly about how to go about getting this skin. I had the idea that it might be based around fusion, which I still think is a possibility. However, after diving deeper into this and the mystery surrounding Bane, I think it could be similar to that, but updated a little bit. And if that doesn't make sense, don't worry, it will in just a second. So basically what I'm talking about here, if you take a look at all of these villain type skins, they all have one thing in common. If you look at them, they all have this certain symbol somewhere on their outfits and stuff like that. And that symbol can also be found in various places inside of the battle pass. Like for example, right here, here's a very clear look at it as a banner. Now it doesn't have a name because it's a banner. However, you can very clearly see that it has a mask as the symbol. So with that being said, I think it could be a likely possibility that this is the Bane skin, that he will have a mask similar to this and his design will be centered around it, because obviously if he is the leader of everybody here, it would make sense that his mask would be the symbol that all of them have on their outfits. I mean, who else's mask would it be besides the leader of this group? It would just make a ton of sense, right? So with that being said, I created a bit of a concept of what I think this could maybe look like. Obviously it has like that mask and stuff like that, and then the rest of it, you know, just sort of interesting armor type stuff. Just overall has to look like the leader of the villains. So yeah, hopefully it turns into something like that. But then guys, for the final thing I want to talk about in this video, I wanted to add a little bit of update news going over the minty pickaxe. A little bit of an update to it, because I said I would keep you guys updated on like when the expected date that you'll be able to get this item is, and there's been a couple of dates floating around. And by the way, if you missed my previous video on how to get that pickaxe for free, be sure to watch it. There will be a link to it down below in the description. But yeah, so basically Sheena BR on Twitter had said that it'll likely start being available in game on the 31st, which is just a few days away, which means that the codes themselves could likely start to be given out around that time as well, which definitely would make sense since it seems seems to be a Halloween themed pickaxe. I don't know why they would wait till later than that. However, I've also heard from a few comments on my previous video that people had heard that November 6th would be the date, so it could be either of those dates or maybe in between there, but I still wanted to keep you updated because that's what I've heard so far. But anyways guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more fun videos like this coming out in the near future. On top of that, you can check out some of my previous videos here on the screen, such as again how to get the minty pickaxe, and then below that some other fun videos I'm sure you'll enjoy. But again guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.